Hi, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be reacting to Breaking Out by Dreamcatcher and also give a review of the Nightmare Arc series by Dreamcatcher. Disclaimer, I'm kind of feeling a little anxious today. I just filmed 2 reactions and I'm really not sure about myself today. I feel like I fucked up everything and I was really horrible and everyone's gonna really be mad at me. And recently I'm really feeling a little more stressed from my channel, because people keep asking me to react to things and I'm struggling so hard to try and balance everything. So I saw that my last Dreamcatcher reaction was a month ago and I was like, you know what, fuck everything, I'm gonna react to Dreamcatcher, because not gonna lie, Dreamcatcher, and you insomnias who watch my Dreamcatcher reaction, is really a calm, like a safe space for me, kind of. Like I feel really comfortable reacting to Dreamcatcher. I don't think that people take my words in the wrong way or like watch me too closely and things and all of that. So I felt like I wanted to watch a Dreamcatcher video so I could feel a little more safe and a little more comfortable in my skin. So yeah, we are watching Breaking Out, which is the last music video in the Nightmare arc. Before I get into this reaction, if you liked my video at the end of it, please don't forget to leave a like and maybe subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I really love Dreamcatcher, and after this, I don't know, I feel like there are a lot of more videos that I haven't seen by Dreamcatcher yet, so I'm gonna watch those. And I'm excited, so yay. Also, I recently opened up a Patreon account, so if you can and want to support me over there, then I would be super happy and I would appreciate it. I'm planning on uploading album reactions, album listens on my Patreon, and my patrons that I have so far, they really want me to react to a Dreamcatcher album, so I think that's probably what I'm gonna do as the first monthly video that I offer over there. So I don't mean to be a tease, but if you are interested in that, maybe if you can, then check out my Patreon. I wouldn't be able to upload that video on my YouTube anyways, so it's not that I'm taking it away from YouTube, but I'm offering it to my patrons, I guess. Yeah, let's get into this. I'm still feeling really anxious and nervous, and Jiu is looking like she's sharing my feelings, so I want to watch what she has to say to me. Okay, before I do this though, what happened? Was it What or Piri, the last one before this? Okay, so Piri was the one before this. So what I think I remember from Piri is Yuyeon, I think it was Yuyeon, snatched everyone away into the evil realm. But I did read a comment. One of you commented that there's an evil one infiltrating the group. And they didn't tell me who it was, but they gave me hints. And I think it's Sua. I think Sua is the evil one, because the person said that Shion is that member's twin, and in that reaction, I confused Shion and Sua. And then also they said that she was in front of the door in What, and Sua was in front of the door in What. So I think Sua is the evil one. But then I don't understand what Yuyeon is. I think that person explained the whole story, but I already forgot. And I don't want to read it because I'm trying to figure it out myself. But I do remember that Sua was like an evil person, or like in the story. Like, I feel like at the beginning of this series reaction, I was like hopeful that I would get the story. And the more it has gone on, I'm just like, I don't fucking know what's happening, which is a mood. So let's watch Breaking Out and see if we can piece it together. I don't think so. Well, you might. I won't. But let's watch it. I'm gonna read the lyrics separately, by the way, as always. Ooh. 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 This aesthetic reminds me of 24-hour concept pictures by 17. Ooh, pretty. You're evil. Maybe Yuyeon is also evil. Oh! Cool. Oh, this is cool. Ooh. This is again giving me, oh cool, oh, like a little bit of Boca vibes, which is so cool. The song, not the styling. Ooh, look at that. Oh my god. Oh, it was just the hair. Yes. Fight back, girls. Okay. So first of all, the video is very different from all the other videos. I feel like that might be because this is a Japanese song, and I feel like for certain groups, Japanese songs and videos are handled by a different company or like by different people. Producers, music video directors, all of that. This compared to all of the other videos, I feel like this had a way less budget than all of the other videos. So that's kind of sad because I feel like if this is really the conclusion to the whole story, I feel like this is probably the most important video. And it's so minimalistic that I feel like a lot of elements that were touched on previously, they couldn't really like wrap up that storyline because it wasn't there. That's what I feel. I really like the song. It's really cool. But it is like the verses give me again a little bit like Boca vibes already. Just like the beat. It's not as rock heavy. It's more pop maybe. I don't know. I mean, story-wise, it seems like they all made it through and they went back to being together in the end. Obviously, like they're standing here in their circle, all holding hands throughout all of the obstacles. So they made it. They're all back together. But how is my question. And also, what's this? I thought she was gonna drop, but it's just her hair. I have to say that I love Xi'an's blue hair. It's a little darker than what I wanted, but that's kind of the tone that I wanted. I never wanted it to be this crazy strong blue. So I love her hair. Number one. This also reminded me already a little bit of Boca because of the whole element with that person like moving their head. I do have to say for her, a lot of like while I was trying to figure out the story actually let me read the lyrics before I do my review section. Oh, there's not a lot of lyrics. I read through the lyrics. The lyrics, seem to be about starting new, starting fresh, overcoming obstacles, literally what they're doing in the video. Okay, so my review of the story. Obviously, again, there's no need to look at the videos that closely and to really pick them apart like that. But that was what I wanted to do when I went into the series, like reacting to the series. So that's what I'm going to do. But just know that I overall enjoyed all of the songs. I enjoyed all of the videos. They're great and I'm going to continue reacting to them. The next thing I'm going to react to is Red Sun and Jazz Bar, I think, are two videos, which I'm really excited about. yeah, but that was my intention going into this reaction series, that I would try and figure out the story while watching this, because you told me that there is actually a cohesive story going through the video, so I wanted to see if I could understand it. But I have to say that it's really kind of sad that this video is such a different quality from all of their other videos. It's very unfortunate that the ending of the arc is so minimalistic, because again, I feel like there are a lot of elements missing that I really wanted to get clarification on. But you did tell me that the story is very much open for interpretation, that there's no set storyline that is like, this is 100% what's happening, so that's what we're doing. Obviously, I appreciate that they have a storyline, and I appreciate that the videos are connected like that, because it's really cool and it's interesting to, even if you don't look out for the story, that you might watch some videos and be like, this is kind of reminding me of that, or this might be connected in some way, which is always really cool if videos make you think that way. But in terms of the story line as it's shown and as it's portrayed, I don't think I would be able to really understand it if you hadn't helped me along the way. I have to say, as I said multiple times, I'm not great at picking up stories, so I don't know if these things that I'm talking about, if it's just because I can't really see through the curtains and like I can't really see what the message behind everything is. Maybe the message behind everything is like super cohesive and clear. That could be that I'm just missing it, because I'm really not very good at picking those up. But just visually what we see, especially with this ending now, it's just there's just so many things that I don't know, that I don't understand, that are still up in the air, that it's difficult to like piece together what could have happened or what happened actually. Yeah, like things like, are there two of each of them? I said this, I think, in every reaction that I made, that I was confused if there are two of each of the members or not. Oh, there was a reflection. Or if one of them was the evil one and one was the good one. Or was it possession? Was it just the curse from the spider? All of those things. And then the book, and then they locked away that man, and then he never came back, and I didn't even know what he was doing. And like, were they in the realm then, and then did they come back? And like all of those things that just don't, like, without any kind of this is a fact, or like with anything that is really clear, it's really difficult to like put it together. I feel like I do like all of the elements. I do like the story. I really like how the story started. Fly High was a really cool video. Even though it was the third video that I watched, it did really help set up the story and set up all of the things like the spider and all of that. Like even watching back Chase Me and Good Night, watching Fly High after that, it cleared up things that happened in those two videos, and like the spider, and that they're all nightmares, and that each of them is like living their own nightmare kind of thing. Like all of that made sense with what I saw on the screen. Whereas I feel like the more the story went on, it got lost a little more, because they introduced so many more elements into it. Like Fly High, it started out with a spider, you know, like the spider was a thing, and the spider came back on You and I, so that was definitely important. Petey was like about, like, it had the dolls and the clocks and like the horn thing, but then there's the book. Like I don't even know what is the element that we're dealing with, you know, like is it spirits? With like the claw hand is giving me demons or like possession things, because also at the end of You and I, they're doing kind of like an exorcism kind of thing. But then the spider makes me think that it's a witch, which is a person, which is disguised as a spider. But then the horn and all of the dolls things makes me think that it's just like psychological things going on. And then the fact that sometimes there are two of them and sometimes there aren't, like with Chase Me, where we have the two universes, makes me think, okay, it's based on like parallel universes, you know. So it's like there are so many elements that are thrown in that I don't know which is the one that the story revolves around, if that makes sense. From a filmmaking standpoint, if it really was intended to be like one overarching storyline, also it's just difficult. I don't even know when all of the songs came out, but I'm sure it was a good amount of time in between all of those videos, from the first one to the last one. So it's also really difficult to do something like that, because, you know, the artist evolves, they evolve in like budget evolves, and then the talents, their skills evolve, the fan base expands, all of those things. So all of those are things that you need to take in consideration when you make videos. So I'm sure that played a part in it, but I don't know, purely from like a visual standpoint of conveying a story, I feel like the filmmakers could have done a better job at like conveying exactly what is happening. I just never understand, if there is a story, why would you go for imagery that is super abstract? So that would be my like only criticism, I guess, of how they portrayed the story. By they, again, I mean the filmmakers, not Dreamcatcher as the members. I don't think they had a lot of control over the videos. So from a story point, I think there could have been, things could have been done to make it a little more clear, or to like, to make it more clear, to take elements out that might have just been like there for like aesthetic purposes, maybe, I don't know. From a visual standpoint, I definitely love it. I do like that you can clearly see the like how they evolved, how the budget evolved, how the concept behind the group like really came to be. Again, breaking out is kind of a standalone thing in that aspect, because again, I feel like it was a different group of people that worked on that video, and they had a different budget and all of that, because it really didn't, there really wasn't much going on in the video. The aesthetic, as I said, reminded me of 24 Hours, the concept pictures by 17. Like everything was white and there was a red string. But otherwise, like we were always kind of in that room, and the only thing they really played with was color correction or lighting. So that in itself is just so different from, let's say, Fly High, where they had that huge like castle estate building, and they filmed in the rooms and they filmed in the forest, and you had the section with the mirror where the black stuff came from, and then the nightgowns, the costumes, the teddy bears, all of these like little details that were completely absent from Breaking Out. So Breaking Out, I'm not gonna really count in terms of aesthetics, because I feel like it just doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the videos. This didn't come to me while I was filming this video, but I guess one reason for why this video could be filmed in an all-white space is, of course, that it relates to the white space that they went to in Peri. I didn't really connect those dots, so I guess it makes sense that they're in an all-white space. But I still feel like, as the conclusion to the story, the elements that we have seen throughout the videos would be important to see in this conclusion. But I guess the reason also is that it's just connected to Piri. But yeah, in terms of aesthetics, super nice. I love how they evolved. When I think of Goodnight, just how everything was like so dark and had this green hue to it, and everything was like super like chaotic and like just intense. And then I think about, Piri, where everything was so clear, or even You and I, where everything was just like beautiful to look at, and just everything was clear and it had a clear intention, and everything was like planned out really nicely. All of those things, super cool to see how they started and where they got within that storyline, or like within that time frame. Musically, I do have to say that actually, you can kind of tell that they started out really, really in the rock section, and then they kind of moved more into like softer rock with some pop influences. I have no idea if those terms are correct, because I don't know anything about music, but like they changed and went a little more soft with their music. I feel like you can tell throughout those videos. I like all of the songs. Definitely through those videos, and also through Boca and Rose Blue, I definitely can now tell the members apart. Sua is the person that I really have the most problems recognizing. I recognize Handong more than I recognize Sua. I don't know why. But then the people that I confuse the most often are, it depends, Xion and Sua, and then Yuyeon and Jiu. I can constantly confuse. But it definitely showed me a little more about them, and it introduced me to Handong, because I hadn't seen her before watching these videos. But yes, I'm excited to watch the next videos, to react to more by Dreamcatcher, because I really like them. And as I said, I feel really comfortable reacting to Dreamcatcher. The fandom is super nice, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Yay. And I'm gonna react to an album. It's gonna be on my Patreon. If you want to, or if you can, or if you're interested in watching that, then check out my tiers. That's under the €5 tier, and let me know if there are other videos that I haven't seen, because I will definitely check them out. Yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this series, even if at the end I really didn't. I still hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you also very much to my patrons. If you want to become one, or if you just want to check out my Patreon, the link is in the description. And yes, thanks very much for watching. Bye. I'm still super anxious. I hope it wasn't too apparent that I'm super nervous today. I don't know what's going on.